Elvis has been abducted, and the Space Ladies are here to entertain you with his moves. Welcome to a brand new episode of Go. I'm your host, Dana Giesbrecth, looking very fine in a feathery getup. Now, the reason we are all dressed up with these gorgeous ladies is Capital City Burlesque presents We Have Your King, the Elvis Abduction at the Citadel Theater this Saturday. There are 25 girls in this troupe. There are multiple costume changes, all made from hand, and of course, the best that the King of Rock and Roll has to offer. Stay tuned, we're gonna have a fantastic show. But up first, here's Shaw TV's Jordan Hertner with your first story. Okay, coming up after the break, we're all going to change outfits. The girls are going to do a lot more dancing. Oh, what are they doing right now? They're getting rid of their capes and their helmets. There is going to be a lesson in feather fan dancing as well. Plus, we're going to talk about these amazing costumes and, of course, Elvis, the King of Rock and Roll. We'll be right back here on Go. Hi, Kicks, to welcome you back from the break. If you're just tuning in now, these are the beautiful ladies of Capital City Burlesque. We are here with them today because their big show happens this Saturday at the Citadel. It's called We Have Your King, the Elvis Abduction! The Elvis Abduction. It's all about Elvis and burlesque and how do they all mold together. We're going to find out coming up on the show. Plus, these crazy costumes that we're wearing, they were all made by Kim. She's going to be talking about what inspired her to make these wild headdresses. And this pattern on my chest here, that also has significance. Stay tuned for that. Plus, a lesson in feather fan dancing. So much happening on the show. But first, Shaw TV's Bianca Jade takes us to our next story, where we learn how a local organization is taking a look at the big picture behind mental health. Imagine this, bows and arrows meets tag. Maybe not the safest concept for a game ever imagined, but possibly the most creative. Here's volunteer producer Aaron Streck with more. We are now here with Kim Rackle, one of our burlesque dancers, but you play many roles in this troupe. You are also the seamstress behind most of these costumes. There are 17 costumes. Where do you find the time?
I just make the time.
You just make the time.
I'm a lunatic. People are like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. It's an obsession.
Well, you're obviously very creative and talented. Let's start with the costumes that we're all wearing today. These are the Viva costumes. Yes. Can you take us from the headdress down to the toes?
It's actually started with the costume. It started with this fabric right here. This is like Vegas carpet.
It is.
Whenever you go into any of the old hotels, even the new hotels, have this crazy, insane carpet. So that's kind of where it started. I actually think that I had the fabric before we even did the Elvis show.
Let's talk about the fact that you yourself aren't even the biggest Elvis fan in the entire world, yet this is kind of your brainchild.
We don't really do the hits. Our first Elvis show, it was the hits, and I wanted to get away from that. So these shows are more his movie music. So I've done a lot of research. I've actually come to love Elvis, the man.
Yes. Now.
Yeah, like, he got worked to death. He was a lunatic, like more of a lunatic than I ever will be. Like, he did 30 movies in 10 years.
It's crazy.
Like, and toured, and recorded, and was a lunatic.
So with crazy Elvis, crazy costumes, lots of music, 25 girls, 17 costume changes. How do you think Edmonton's going to receive the show?
We made it into the top 10 of the Fringe in 2013. When we had it at the Fringe, so we should do well. It should be okay. Everybody loves Elvis. Who doesn't love Elvis?
Can you shimmy us into the break, Kim? Shimmy us into the break. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Go. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we are hanging out with the beautiful ladies of Capital City Burlesque. They are getting you ready for their big show. It is this Saturday at the Citadel Theater. It is called We Have Your King, the Elvis Abduction. 25 girls, 17 costume changes. These all made by Kim in the middle. Master seamstress, as well as a fantastic dancer. And of course, the best that Elvis has to offer. So stay tuned. Coming up in the show, Amber is going to be giving me a lesson in dancing with feather fans. I'm going to attempt to be sexy, a little hot in here. She's gonna do it well. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But first, the hang gliding community in Edmonton may be small, but they're definitely passionate. And when they don't have mountains to jump off of, the back of trucks work pretty good as well. All right, as I shimmy my way into this next story, in today's episode of Jewelry Talk, we meet a man who's created a jewelry legacy here in Edmonton. 3,
2, 1.
Voila! Okay, so it's time to have a little more fun, and you can't have fun in burlesque without mentioning
Oh no, it's all about the feather fans.
fans. I am here with Amber, and Amber, tell me about these fans. How long have you been maneuvering these?
So I've been in the troupe for about 3 years, so kind of was a rough start with these, but now I feel like pretty confident in them.
Okay, confident enough to give me a quick lesson?
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. So we've kind of already talked about this, but the hands have to be, so we have your index finger, point that straight down so that you can quickly like maneuver it for all like the different flips and whatnot.
Okay.
And then your thumb just on that little screw that's right there.
Uh-huh.
So then you can easily like turn it, and then it's all basically your wrist movement. And a lot of it, you want your index finger straight, and then the feathers flush to your arm.
So that's where you get that very sexy, almost angel wing.
So you do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you also need a bit of your legs in that. So
Okay.
you want that pointed out, nice flush line.
I
if you're
forgot
gonna
my heels today, so we'll just pretend I'm wearing heels. But
So you want that like leg kind of the same parallel to your arm, so you get that like really extended flutter.
am I doing it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I am.
You got the flip, yeah.
Okay, so let's walk me through a couple moves.
All right, so we'll start doing that flip just above your head, and then flick your wrist, and then you can slowly glide it down.
Nice, got that.
Those.
And then there's also where you
Oh yeah.
shake
so
your tail feathers.
yes. So
Okay.
you take it back, so it's
Huh?
straight across your arms, and kind of bring it up really big, and then flip them around. Yeah.
And
so
then
we
what
got
do
that
you
little.
do? Walk.
Yeah. Got that.
Little bounce
Kind of like a
away.
little bird walk.
Okay. And of course, you always want to do that mystery with revealing the face and keeping the body cover, right?
Yes, exactly. So it's a bit of a tease. So you do kind of like back and forth kind of things. We also have the little skirt, so you can do some twirls with that.
I'm so painfully awkward when I try to be sexy on camera because I'm like, woo, hi. And then there's also this one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Behind the head. And then
You kind of just make it as big as you can up and down.
Alexa camera's laughing at me. So, oh wait, this way, not this way.
Yeah, either or, but the
Fun.
curve towards, yeah.
What's the most fun for you doing this with the entire troupe?
In general, I don't
Yeah.
know. I just like little glitter,
Like
the
the
costumes,
glitter.
yeah, the feathers. Like it's fun. Like when Halloween comes around, you're not that excited because you're doing this like every day.
I get to dress up. Sexy and provocative and super fun and flashy.
Oh yeah, but it's nice
At least
'cause
a couple
it's-
days a week.
Oh yeah, it's nice. It's a nice balance of like being sexy, but then also laughing at yourself and enjoying just like being. I don't know, because we'll do a nice balance of we'll be dressed up as Oompa Loompas, but doing like some sexy dancing. So it's really ridiculous, but then you just get that like confidence boost and. Yeah.
I love it. I think I'm sold on the whole thing. Costumes alone. Now, quickly tell Edmonton why they need to show up this Saturday.
Well, this is our Capital City Burlesque biggest show. We have Elvis, we have glitter, we have all these beautiful ladies in the back, feather fans, ton of new costumes, like new girls doing this for the first time. So just come out because it's Elvis and yeah, all
Here we
these
go.
beautiful ladies.
Sold. Okay, stay tuned. We still have one last thing for you before we go. Don't miss the show. We have your King of the Elvis Abduction presented by Capital City Burlesque this Saturday and only this Saturday at the Citadel Theater. If you want tickets, they're only $35. Just go through the Citadel to get them. I've been your host, Dana Giesbrecth. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.